In this lesson, you will learn how to enable and assign a developer license to a specific user. Let's go to the shared administration. On the space administration for your ALM Octane installation, go to the tab Users. Look for the desired users you want to assign the license to. And under the license type, you will see there is now a list which allows you to access two types of license. So the developer license is built on existing Pro or Enterprise Edition licenses you need to have. So without core licenses, you cannot install the developer license. But once you have a set of core licenses, you can install the developer license on top and either assign it from the site administration or from the space administration to the users which you want to allow the dev access. So I will now use it for my second user and assign the developer license first of all to this user and press on save. This license is assigned. Now let's go to my other user and I can see I'm logged in with the user here, amir.khan@embrace-devops.com. Currently, I was having the core access. So in this default workspace, I am an administrator and I can basically add, modify and delete all the different artifacts in this project. But now I've been assigned a developer license. Refresh the page. So the page is being reloaded now. I don't need to relog in. It's enough if I refresh the page. And then I can see this is basically the content of the developer license. I have full access to my work module, which gives me a good overview. What is the content for my work, what I can do, what I have been working on. So I can see here I have two new items which are indicated by the gray bar on the left hand side, as well as all the different artifacts I am currently working on. So if I click on, for instance, a manual test, you can see I see here a preview and I can access this manual test directly from here and I'm able to modify it if needed. Same goes for defect, requirements document and user stories. So basically from my work, I have access to all the different entities. Under notification, I would potentially see if there is any update on entities which I've been following. Comments is basically if somebody has mentioned me in a comment, so I would see it directly here. I can see here this is a test suite basically, and I can access it from here. And you have the other workspaces if you are using the enterprise license. So this will give you a good overview what you are currently, what are your my work items in or to-do items in other workspaces. Then you have also the issues module, which basically lists all the different defects as well as vulnerabilities if you have any. So you will find them directly in the issues module. The main module for you as a developer is the team backlog, where you can organize basically all the different artifacts from features, backlog items, tests, task commits, as well as pull requests. So you have the complete access here and you can select on the top the release you are currently working on. Maybe you are currently working on a specific sprint. So you select those as well as you want to view in which team you are currently. So you can add those things on the top and enable the access to the right features and backlog items you want to modify. As well, you can see here we have the test tab, and in the test tab basically you have access to all the different test cases. So you can see you have a manual test, you have a Gherkin test, you have the test suites, as well as the automated test entity. But from adding perspective, if you want to add a new artifact, testing artifact, it's only possible to add manual test. So you can see here the test type is manual test, and that's it. And you can write down here the different naming conventions, select the subtype, what kind of test it is, and then add it to your backlog item. And the last module is about pipelines, where you can basically see what are the different pipelines which has been added, who is working on the different pipelines, what were the last execution, how many of those executions were failed. So you can basically see it directly from this overview, and this will help you to get the full understanding. If your code commit has been caused any issues on the test cases, if there were any failure you are assigned to. So this helps you to really work on the artifacts and code items which has been built.